My name is Ryan Morrow, and this is my Week 4 assignment for Introduction to Ammunition and Basic Ballistics at SDI. Today's date is September 28th, 2025, and all the sources I use will be cited on screen as well as stated verbally at the end of the video. So the prompt for this week's assignment is a three-parter, and part 1 reads as follows. The term stopping power is often used in the firearms industry. However, is there an actual mathematical formula to calculate stopping power? If so, is there only one formula or multiple? And what variables are these formulas based on? To answer part 1 of the prompt, I would say that I don't believe in an actual mathematical formula that explains stopping power. I'm not going to be the guy that says that there is no such thing as stopping power or knockdown power, but I do think there's some nuance to it. I think there is some kind of divide between the idea of a round's capability of stopping whatever your target is and knocking down whatever your target is. And using the term knockdown, I guess what I mean is how hard the round is actually impacting a target. And just to be clear, this is a really speculative topic. Even the NRA in their articles claim that there is no science to support stopping power, and them as well as several others also refer to this as knockdown power. So it is pretty up in the air as far as not having a cohesive agreement as to what either one of those means. Part 2 of the prompt asks this. According to the research you conducted, do you agree with the formulas that may exist? Why or why not? If you do not, how would you define stopping power? Like I said before, I don't really think that there's this blanket term of stopping power that exists in some absolute form that's calculatable. And for the formulas that are published and available that suggest a definition of stopping power, I would say that they are subject to mostly opinion. Not that it's uninformed or ill-informed, I just think it's biased and opinion, because really, like what the prompt is asking, and what we're all asking, is what is stopping power? What does it even mean? Are we talking about a round's ability to stop the target, whether that be in hunting or a self-defense situation? Because there are plenty of times when something as simple as shot placement will do more than the round's ability to dump energy into the target. And finally, part 3 asks, has modern ballistic science altered the way this term or concept can be measured? If so, how? I do believe that modern ballistic science has given us better ways to try to speculate over this opinionated idea, which is not in vain. I think it's helpful for understanding this concept, but it's by no means any kind of definition of what stopping power is. These methods of calculation we have available to us are helpful for understanding the ammunition we carry and use on a day-to-day basis. However, to quote Eric from Iraq Veteran 8888, energy calculations are only going to get you part of the way, which I think is a great way to say that modern ballistic science is helpful and it can give us a better understanding on the bigger picture. However, it is by no means any definition of this subjective term that we've sort of collectively come up with as a society. So special thanks to Eric Blandford, the NRA, and Jordan Salars for giving me some insight to work with over this frankly, pretty difficult topic to talk about.